What's going on, guys? You are locked into Trending with Nae, and I'm so excited for today's guests. I can't believe it, and I hope you guys are as excited as me, because today I have, all the way from New Zealand, the one and only, the Modern Singhs.
Thank you so much for having us.
So excited, guys. Thank you for making time, because these guys have been super busy. Our Bobby is now a movie star.
But yeah, it was a very cool opportunity. It's been so fun so far. It's been a very cool experience. And thank you for having us on the show while we're here.
Of course. So there's so much to talk about with you guys. So let's start from the beginning of your journey. So I know you guys have done many videos on YouTube, and you've mentioned about how you met and the journey. But just for anyone at home that doesn't quite know, just give us like a brief introduction of how you guys met and the start of Money and Abbey.
Okay.
You want to go?
You take over?
So we met in a place called The Warehouse. To make it easier for all of our viewerships over here in UK, it's basically like Primark, but on a smaller scale. Okay. And she was a checkout operator, and I just happened to be a checkout supervisor back then. We worked for about 6 months without meeting each other. Our shifts never collided, but during Christmas time is, I think, when I first laid eyes on her. Wow. And then I always made sure that our breaks were together.
You did. For a while I was thinking, it's so weird, there's so many different breaks and he's always on my break.
And what year was that?
Just 2015. 2014.
2014 is when we met. 2018 is when we got married.
Yeah.
And it's just been a roller coaster.
Ever since that first shift when we met, it just kind of went from there, and now we're here. It's crazy.
Sounds like love at first sight.
I think it was.
It was.
Yeah. It genuinely was, I think.
Especially our first date. We talked about everything from our kids, from our future. And that was on the first date.
That's crazy.
And then we both went back home and we're like worried that maybe we talked too much and we scared the person. But no, it was very nice.
For sure.
And we've accomplished everything that we actually talked about.
Yeah, 10 years on. That's crazy. So you guys have mentioned this in a few of your videos. You went through some struggles, trials and tribulations at the start. And maybe, Abby, you were from Scotland originally. So maybe you was aware, like here, interracial relationships are quite common.
Yeah.
But it seems that from your guys' story that maybe in New Zealand, it wasn't so much a thing, especially in the Punjabi community. So what was that like at the time? Were you aware of like the kind of struggles that Money was going through at home? Did you protect her through it?
I mean, yeah, he told me all about what he was going through, but from my aspect, like my family have never really had an issue with anything. They just loved Money from the first moment we met. On his first date, when he dropped me home, I was like, come inside and meet my mum. And he's like, are you insane? No.
So nice.
But he told me how hard it was for him, but I didn't fully understand it. Like I had to park a couple of streets away when I would pick him up for dates, those kind of things. But it was a really, really hard time for him. And I mean, he nearly gave up his family to be with me. It got to that point where they were like, we're going to kick you out. We're going to do everything. And I'm so blessed that he stuck to his guns and he fought for us. And then after the first time meeting the parents, they were like, we love her, it's done. But it was just getting to that point of actually being able to meet them that, yeah, I think your family were just very traditional. I mean, he's the oldest cousin out of all of the family, and no one's ever had a love marriage in the family. There's all been arranged marriages. So for them, it was a really big deal. First of all, the love marriage, then it's out of the culture, and he's the oldest boy. So they were like, you're setting the example for everyone else. So if you mess up, you're setting a really bad example. So.
For sure. Yeah. It was nerve-wracking, but we got there at the end. My dad, honestly, was the hardest one to get onto my side, but Mummy G managed that. I think when my mum met Abby, she realized like what I see in her, and she's like, I absolutely love her as well. And she just talked to my dad. It took about 5-6 months. Wow. And I think once my uncles kind of got involved in the like, listen, if they're happy, that's all that matters. Then Daddy was totally fine.
Like in Punjabi families, it's always like, what are other people going to say? What are other people going to think? Did those thoughts ever cross your mind? Like, oh my God, what are people going to say?
Not from our perspective, but my dad always was wondering, like, what is your chachas going to say? Your Pua is going to say. Everyone around us that know us in the Gurdwara are going to say. And firstly, I think in our Punjabi industry as well, the European are portrayed differently in the films. So then when I told them, like, I'm dating a European girl, straight away in your mind, you're thinking about, like, alcoholism, divorce, the clothes that they wear, like, because they're portrayed in a different way. So they were just really scared for me. And they're saying they were worried, like, if things don't work out, how are the families going to react? And if I've opened this door, every other cousin is going to follow me. But thankfully, like, Abbeys has been super amazing, and parents love her. They love her more than me. Genuinely.
Same on my side. So at least it's mutual.
And I feel like you and Auntie G have the best relationship. Like, every girl wants that kind of relationship with her mother-in-law. And I think you guys are the best example.
I'm so lucky. You know, there's always that stereotype that your mother-in-law is so grouchy and controlling. Like, I got the best one. She's incredible. She's always wanted her own daughter, so she treats me just like her daughter, and I treat her just like my mum too. So we're very lucky with that bond.
So then you guys started YouTube. And so when you posted your wedding videos, was that with the intention of becoming YouTubers, or just to kind of put it out there maybe so family can view it?
Yeah, that was it. It was just... We had so many family in India and in Scotland that couldn't make our wedding. Yeah. So we literally just uploaded it for them to watch because we wanted them to kind of be a part of it in some way. And then it was just, we uploaded it ironically in like 16 different parts, the Anankaraj. And it was one part where, of course, all of Mani's cousins were sitting in my lap. It went viral. Everyone was like, why are all these guys like sitting in her lap and she's a bride? What is going on? And from there, people were just kind of, you know, they just were asking, we want to know more about you guys. What do you do? And then we did one video kind of replying to Punjabi comments that were on the video. And then from there, it just naturally took over.
Since 2019, I've been doing YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it definitely just took off. And I think early on, people formed a connection with you guys. And it's really crazy to say that, you know, now I've met you guys, but, you know, for people that have been watching you guys, we just felt a connection. You became the bubby, you became the older brother, you know. And people grew attached to you guys. Now you've got over 1 million subscribers, which is crazy, all over the world. Is there ever a pressure that we need to keep going, like, we can't stop this?
I think for us, not for us. Like, we enjoy what we do still, and we've always told ourselves, well, we're not enjoying it anymore, we'll find something else to move on to. For us, we don't like to force our content, we don't like to plan our content, script it, nothing like that. So we just keep it natural, we keep it fun, lighthearted. And yeah, we always told ourselves if we're not enjoying it anymore and we're feeling a certain type of way towards it, we would just stop.
Is there ever a mental toll though? Like, when you started, you guys were newly married. Now you have 2 kids. Yeah. More responsibilities. You're flying out for movies. Yeah. There's so much going
it's
on.
It's crazy where it's led.
How do you deal with the mental toll?
It's actually hard. It does get to us. Yeah. With life, we didn't ever have like mental breakdowns. And that was actually after, I think, when you reach over 1 million subscribers, that's when it started coming in. Yeah. Because then you're expected to keep up with the views, keep up with the comments, keep up with your content. And then the support changes. I've realized, like, when you're still growing, on your growing phase, a lot of people support you. And then when you've kind of made it, then the negative comments come in because then they expect different from you.
I think for us, it was hardest. We were the most vulnerable. We just had our first child. We were kind of trying to navigate just that life alone. And then so much negativity came in at the same time because that's also kind of the time that we were growing very, very fast. And that, I think, was the roughest time for us, for sure, just because mentally just having a child is enough without dealing with all that. But now, honestly, genuinely, it doesn't get to us anymore. You know, you learn to live and deal with it. And we know in ourselves that we're so happy with each other and we know that we're genuine in what we do. So
yes, 100%. So how did the families react to you guys becoming YouTubers? Are they, I know now they're comfortable with being on the camera, but at the beginning, I feel like even when people wanted to start YouTube, they were like, this is not a real career. Like, you know, so what were the reactions there? Did they get it or did they just think this is a phase?
I think my parents were just so open with it because it's something that they've never experienced. YouTube, like, you know, they'd watch their movies, their dramas, Pakistani dramas, Indian dramas, they loved it. So my mom was just thinking it's something like that, but they never really understood that it actually can form into an income until we started showing them like, hey, it's actually paying off some bills and it's doing well.
Especially the day that Mani said, I'm going to quit my job.
Oh man.
And, you know, his parents were like, no. They're like, that's cool, keep doing it, but also have a job, you know, and he was like, I'm making so much more than I'm making at my job. And if I was to do it full time, I'd be able to make even more content. But
I was really wise. Like, you know, I don't we would never just say, just quit your job and do full time. We did make sure that we had a savings. So like if 2 years something did happen, we could be paying off our mortgage, touch wood. Yeah. But I remember when I told my dad again, like I'm going to quit my job and do YouTube. Again, it was like the scenario when I was marrying Abby. Like, why are you doing this? What are people going to say? Like YouTube is not a sustainable income.
Yeah.
But again, I just had to sit down and I explained to him, like, this gives us more time to come up with new ideas, gives me time to edit, form other relationships with companies, and it's been good.
So at what point was that? How long ago was that when you decided to quit your job?
It was in 2020, so it's just before COVID.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the very beginning of 2020.
Yes.
Yeah.
2020 is when I quit.
Oh, no.
No, it was after
No. Sorry. 2021.
Yes.
Because, Noah was a toddler. Yeah, baby toddler at the time.
And I just wanted to spend time with my kid.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
If you can be at home with him, why wouldn't you be, right?
Exactly. So it's much more flexible for you guys.
Yes.
So Abby, let's talk a bit about your childhood. So you were from Scotland.
Yes, yeah.
When did you move to New Zealand?
I was 12 years old when I moved, so I was very young.
Yeah.
I kind of see both as my home now. It's hard. My roots are both places, yeah.
So how was it adjusting to like New Zealand life? Was it different?
Yeah, honestly, I was a really chill kid, so I just kind of fit right in. Yeah. I made so many friends. Right? Of course, I missed my friends so much. All my friends I had in the UK, I'd gone to like nursery with. I'd known them since I was a baby, so I missed them so much. I still keep in contact with some of them to this day. But no, I fit in pretty easily.
Nice.
It was good.
So these days on social media, it's crazy, and some people are choosing not to post their children. Whereas you guys did. Was that a discussion you guys had? Like, how open are we with our subscribers?
Yeah, for sure. When we were pregnant with Noah, it was definitely a conversation we had because we just started YouTube, and then I kind of got pregnant right away, right after we started. And it was, do we open up this part of our lives or do we try and keep it, a bit more closed? And we just decided to be a bit more open with it. Obviously, when Noah was very young, we showed him quite a lot, actually. And I think as we had Hazel, I think we showed her a little bit less because we realized, a lot of criticism that comes from it. But we're very open people. Yeah. These days, you'll notice we don't show the kids as much anymore. That's just a kind of personal choice to give them their own privacy. We don't like to make them do anything or make them feel like they have to be in front of the camera if they don't want to be. We never force it. Actually, most of the time when we're trying to just vlog, it's them coming in. They go, Dad, put me on.
Like Noah doing stunts. But like if we're ever vlogging, we tell the kids, if you guys want to be in it, feel free. If you guys don't, just stay in the background and they're chill.
That's so good because I feel like some kids make a lot of money on YouTube. And I think when they're forced to do it, I feel like it translates and you can kind of tell that they might not want to actually be there.
So Noah currently actually has been saying that he wants to start his own channel where he dresses up as Spider-Man or Hulk or Iron Man and he's eating vegetables. Yeah. That's what he's told us.
That's a really good idea. And I think
he watches a few channels like that. So he's like, I want to do that too. I want to make some videos.
And it's good because then, he gets to dress up. He loves dressing up. Yeah. And we'll be helping other kids eat fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
So I think that's
maybe one day.
I think that's a really good idea, actually. So if you've got young kids, stay tuned with Noah. Might be helping them. He's going to help them. Do you feel like your viewers have expectations now that because you guys have always been so open, they expect that level of transparency from you guys?
I think most people do respect it. Of course, there's going to be the occasional people that don't understand. We definitely get those comments, but we just don't really listen to it. I mean, for our channel, we just do things kind of on our terms. And most people are completely understanding of that, especially when it comes to the kids, because how can you force a kid to be on a camera if they don't want to be there?
But some of the comments that we receive, like you'll know if they've been a fan for a while, like family, we call them family, not fans. But if they've been family for a while or have they just come across this one video and then you'll know like, okay, they've just seen this video and they're judging us entirely on that one video and we don't let it get to us.
Yeah. So we have 3 cultures, I feel like, going on here. Yes. So we have the Punjabi side, the Scottish side, and then the kids obviously being born and brought up in New Zealand. Yes. So what's the balance like? What's the dynamics with helping them understand all 3 cultures and ways of life?
So if you actually ask our son, like, where are you from? He always says, I'm Kiwi. So he'll always say, because in New Zealand, we call them Kiwis.
Why is that?
because we've got kiwi fruit and kiwi as our animal as well.
See, we researched this yesterday because we were like, what do you call people from New Zealand? And we were like, New Zealanders?
Yeah.
Then we saw Kiwi.
Noah will always say, I'm a Kiwi. And, at kindy, he learns Maori. So it's so funny when we read them, their nighttime books at night, we literally read it in English.
Yeah.
We read some in Maori and we'll say it in Punjabi as well. Like we have to try, the kids love learning it all as well. And we of course, we want to show them as much of the New Zealand culture as well as we do everything else because that's their home at the end of the day too. So it is hard though. We like to incorporate all of it.
Yeah. It's important to teach them Punjabi as well because growing up, they're going to learn English regardless. So at nighttime, we like to do the moon mantra before they go to sleep and then read the colors as Abby said and the numbers in Punjabi just to keep them so they can communicate with my side of the family as well.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. I still can't get over the whole Kiwi thing, guys. I thought that was fake news when we realized.
No, that's real.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I wonder what us Britishers will be called. Let us know in the comments.
Oh,
what do you think we are?
People, Brits.
Brits.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
Just Brits. I actually heard pigeons.
Pigeons?
Yeah, a few days ago that we might be pigeons.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, if we're named after animals, I can't believe it. Do you still see yourself as Scottish though? And do you ever slip back into the Scottish accent?
I do. Oh my gosh. The minute I'm around my granny, especially because she is full Scottish, my accent completely changes. It's crazy. And I don't even realize I'm doing it. I'm not putting on an accent right now, but my brain just automatically is like, oh, Scottish, and just changes every time.
And it feels like home.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's very nice to hear.
For sure.
Money, how do you feel about Scotland? Have you tried a deep fried Mars bar?
No. Did I ever try that one?
No, you refused.
But I tried a haggis.
Have you?
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Was it good?
He actually did. I was really surprised. He actually really liked it.
It was very
like you ate the whole plate. Yeah.
Love that. Okay, so you're currently here for a movie.
Yes.
So is this your first feature role?
It is, yes.
Amazing. Talk us through the process. How did you get it? It was also exciting when we saw that you guys were in the UK. I was the here again. Then we realised it was for a film.
Yeah.
So we want to know everything.
Thank you so much. The movie name is Kush Kabri. So the director actually reached out to me on my Instagram page. His wife watches our videos and he was actually looking for like a European person to be in the movie. And his wife was like, you have to go and get this girl from the Modern Singhs channel. And what an honor it was. We met her. So we are actually going to India already. So we met him in Chandigarh, talked it all out. And just he offered us it there right on the spot. And it's just been such a crazy experience. It's been amazing though. Like I've got to meet Nil Rishi, Bin
the OG,
Harvi Sangha, like everyone. And I'm actually working with those people. It's insane.
Did you guys anticipate that this is where your YouTube career would lead you?
Never.
No.
When we had 10,000 subscribers, we couldn't even believe it. Never mind where we are now. Like it just keeps taking us, we've written our own book. We've made songs. We're doing a movie now. It's just crazy that it's taken us to, it just keeps taking us further and further. And it's so cool.
Diljit next. You've heard it here first.
Please, Diljit, if you're watching this.
We're praying.
So let's talk about the book. What made you guys go down that route? Because you obviously already had the YouTube channel and people knew of your story that were obviously still watching and were subscribed. So what made you write the book?
So once again, with the book, we received an email from HarperCollins and we actually didn't open it until the next morning. And when we opened it, we just looked at each other like, is this real? Because they said that they wanted to write about our story, get to know us more. And we arranged a coffee date with HarperCollins. We sat down and we just told them exactly our story. We worked through the interview process. And I think it took us, 9 months to write the book?
Yeah. For us, it was a really cool opportunity for us because on YouTube, obviously we show a lot of the positive sides of our life. But on our book, we really opened up like a lot more deep down, the issues that we faced behind the camera, the struggles of having a child, and especially the struggles of having a child with two different cultures. Like that was definitely really, really hard. And we didn't open up about that in our videos. So our book kind of delved into that a little bit deeper.
Abby, how did you deal with, I think, with the Punjabi side, there's a lot of traditions that go on at any stage of life. So when Noah was born, how did you deal with that, like with maybe the Punjabi side of the family wanting to do these traditions that maybe you were not exposed to yet?
Honestly, I didn't do very well with it, if I'm like being 100% honest. It was also in the middle of lockdown. I was 8 months pregnant when we went into the 2020 lockdown, and I didn't want anyone around. You know, obviously we weren't allowed to have people around. And then it was only just before I gave birth, Muddy told me about the 15 days, you know, you don't leave the house and you have like family and you do a part. And I was like, I'm not doing any of this, you know, it's because COVID. And we were in a really, very bad place in a relationship, because obviously that's your culture. It's his mother, and she was really wanting all this. And I was like, I'm not comfortable with it. So we were just kind of all butting heads.
I think that was the first time we were ever.
But I will say, if I had just openly communicated with my mother-in-law, just us two, I honestly think we would have been fine. But we were talking through money, and he was dealing with both of our issues, and he didn't want to tell either one that we were not happy. So I think both of us were going through a really, really hard time. But
what about you, Money? How did you kind of deal with maybe Abby's side of the family and traditions that side, or anything that was going to happen?
Abby's mom has been amazing. Like, you know, I don't think we've ever had touch wood any issues. She was just really excited to bath Noah. I just remember that she's like, Money, no matter what, I want to be the first person to bath. And I was like, yeah, for sure. Please do. But she helped us actually a lot. Like when Noah was born, he was losing tons of weight. We went through a really rough time when it came to the birth side of Noah. He was losing lots of weight. He had to get like tubes put in nose and all that. And thank God Abby's mom knew exactly what to do.
My mom is a midwife, so thankfully she
was the reason I think Noah bounced back really fast, and we're really grateful for her. But yeah, I think during that stage it was just hard because, like Abby mentioned, she was telling me things, my mom was telling me things, and I was trying to make sure I'm like the peaceful maker. I don't want any disruptions. But it was hard because we're not taught about mental health and postpartum depression. So seeing it firsthand from Abby's side, you know, it was just, I had to take a step back and be like, no, this is my wife. She, unfortunately, right now, like, she needs me more than my mom needs me. So once I understood that phase, then I was like, no, there's nothing else that's going to matter to me. I just had to like bite the bullet and just go for it.
And sometimes I think it's about educating our parents, especially I think Punjabi parents. Like, sometimes you just need to have that word with them.
Yes.
Because they weren't maybe given the education on mental health or things that we are now, that we're so aware of.
Definitely.
Money, what was your mental health like during that time that, you know, Auntie Ji and Bobby were going through it? You were in the middle. And sometimes after birth, I think the dad kind of gets left behind a bit, and we don't necessarily check in on what the dad could be going through. So what was it like for you at that time?
It was actually one of the hardest times, I would say, just because I was also working. We were working full-time. We were doing YouTube at the same time. People were expecting videos from us. Then going back home, I knew my wife wasn't happy. And she's just given birth. She wants to look after the baby. I knew my mom is going through her own issues, and I can't really express myself. So I remember like driving, and I would just listen to like sad songs, and I'll be crying while I'm working. But I never really posted that about like online. I never shared it. But I think mental health and men needs to be talked about strongly as well. Just because, like, I don't think, I don't know what to say there.
I think there's a lack of education, I think, maybe, especially in the Punjabi community. And
the Punjabi community in general as well. In general, men, like, people just think like men have like alpha male. And there's no such thing as men crying or men doing household chores as well. In our Punjabi community, going back to that, like, in our videos, I strongly love like making sure I'm cleaning, making sure I'm helping my wife. Because growing up, I've seen like the men really not doing anything around the house. So we pushed that on our YouTube channel as well.
What made you kind of make that effort to help out in the house? Or was that because you kind of pushed him, or
I was always like that.
You've always liked that?
Always. You can ask my mom. Like, it's not because I'm married a European.
He's a mini version of his mom. He's a male version of his mom. You know? They both love to clean. They both love to, you know, have their complete organization. He was I cannot take credit for any of that.
Okay.
You know, every time, you know, I'll cook, he'll clean. You do everything.
I remember like every time it was my mom's birthday or Christmas, I'd buy her like the loveliest shoes, handbags. I was always into that.
Nice. And now you've got a little daughter to do all that for
can't wait.
too.
Honestly, can't wait. She's not even a daddy's girl.
Isn't she?
It makes me cry.
Not yet.
I'll give her a kiss on the cheek and she wipes it.
No.
Every time.
She's a total
Every
mommy's
time.
girl.
Is she?
Total mommy's girl. But Noah is such a daddy's boy.
Yeah, but you
So
know, you
they've
always
just
hear about
switched.
like daddy's girl,
Yeah.
like a buddy.
Yeah.
And I'm
You always
just like,
have
I
a
really want
mommy's
that.
boy too. One day I think they'll switch.
They'll
But
switch.
right now. Yeah.
they'll
for sure.
definitely switch.
For sure. For sure. Just give it time. They'll get there. They'll get.
So what else have you guys got coming up? What other exciting projects are there? Anything you can talk to us about?
Do we have anything?
No, there's one thing that's in the loops, but unfortunately we're not allowed to talk about it. It's hopefully it does happen. So it's similar to our book, but yeah,
It'd be very cool.
it'll be very cool. So stay tuned when we sign the contract. We'll let you guys know.
Okay, definitely. Then we're going to fly you back to the UK so we can talk
But
about it
besides
again.
that, we've just got the book.
Yeah.
We've got our movie. Maybe we might plan on doing some more songs for Abbey.
Yes.
I really enjoy doing music, so definitely get that into.
And in Punjabi too?
Yes, yeah. I love Punjabi music, you know. Ever since we first got together, I've been so into it. I love doing Gidda, I love doing Bhangra, so just felt like doing music was kind of the next step for us.
And you do it so naturally.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love it. I've always loved dancing,
Yeah.
so I don't know why. I just felt it so at home the first time I saw Bhangra, and it just came really naturally to my body. I love to do it.
So are you working on the music career right now? Is there a new release coming?
Not currently.
Okay.
No, there's nothing in the works, but hopefully soon.
Okay. I was going to save this for the quick fire round, but let's just ask now. If there was anyone you could collab with on a track, who would it be?
There's so many options, but I think Diljit Dosanjh would have to be number one. Come on. Like closely followed by Karan Aujla or Amy Virk. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Both amazing. Both.
Love that.
But
She loves Amy
Diljit
Virk as well.
Dosanjh, yeah. Who doesn't?
So, Money, are you just taking the management role here?
I think so. I'm money manager.
Honestly, I don't, you know, like, it's such a teamwork, and while I may be in front of the camera more with the reels, he helps me with literally everything behind the scenes. Like, we're such a team, and it makes me so sad when a lot of people will come over and only talk to me or something, and I'm like, without him, we wouldn't be anywhere where we are.
I just tell them, I'm like, hey, I can take a photo of you guys, you know, like straight away whenever someone comes. And it's cool. It doesn't even hurt me.
Yeah.
Like people might think like that affects me. It doesn't. I'm really proud of my wife. So like I like seeing her like shine.
Does it make you laugh when people say in the comments, like, your husband is forcing you to do this?
Every time.
It
Every
makes
time.
me laugh so hard because
Yeah.
he has like no, you know, the Instagram reels, like, that's all me. I'll see a dance and I'm like, I really want to do that.
Yeah.
And then when we get comments like that, I'm like, if only they knew behind the scenes. Like, he's the most chill, like, he's my number one supporter. He's so amazing. But yeah, nothing is ever forced. Nothing.
Like when we went to India, she was wearing dresses and she wasn't comfortable. And I'm like telling her, honestly, just wear dresses. You don't need to go out buy kurta pajamas. She's the one that she was like, no, we're going to go out today. We're going to go to the mall. We're going to buy kurta pajamas. And then everyone in the comments were like, why are you guys switching? Like her husband is so...
He's forcing her to wear Indian clothes.
Yeah.
And
He's forcing
He's forcing her to wear Indian clothes. And I'm like, why are you getting...
but no one else in the village was wearing anything other than kurta pajamas or Punjabi suits. And I just felt so uncomfortable. I was like, I just want to wear what everyone else was wearing.
You seem to have adapted to Punjabi culture really, really well. But how long did it take you to kind of ease into it?
It did take me a few years because I come from a very small family. I was not social at all when I met Money. I was very shy, very socially awkward. And going into a massive Punjabi family was really overwhelming at first. I'm not even going to lie. Yeah. But the minute, I'd say just before we got married, I started to become really, really close with his mum. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of all came naturally from there. She started teaching me Gidda. We started cooking together. And yeah, it was really nice.
The first time Abby met my family, my mom, my dad was with everyone. All my chachas, chachis, buas, bibi. She was just pushed.
There was about 50 people in the room.
It was my brother's birthday. He turned 13, I think it was, or 14. You know, like how in Punjabi we always celebrate the birthday, but we put the wrong date?
Yeah, I don't, that always confuses me.
I don't know why.
Like, ਉਹਨੂੰ 14ਵਾਂ ਸਾਲ
ਚੜ ਗਿਆ.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, 13 ਪੂਰੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ, 14. And I'm like, just say he's 13.
Just say 13,
or 14.
It was his 13th birthday. There was 14 on the cake. And I remember thinking, like, you told me he's 13 today. Yeah, I was so confused.
It really confuses me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when my mum goes into that kind of talk because I'm like, please just say the correct age.
It's confusing. It's confusing.
Oh, wow. So 50 people in one day.
I was so shy. I was so awkward. And I remember I came in a dress that came to my calves, and I didn't wear tights underneath. Yeah. And my mother-in-law literally made me turn around and go put tights on.
She looked at me and she's like, Money, you didn't tell her to put tights on. I'm like, Mom, look at her. It's past the ankles. Like, what are you saying? And she's like, it's the first time you're meeting all the chachas. Chachis, last thing I want is anyone to say anything. Where your dad is finally agreeing to take it back. And I'm like, okay, you know what? So I had to go to outside. I'm like, I'm so sorry. We're going to have to drive you back home. Put some tights underneath. And she was, she had no issue. She said, let's go. We just went home.
Was it always planned that you would meet the family all at once, or did it just end up happening like that way?
Yeah, it just happened to be his brother's birthday, so we just...
My dad was like, everyone already knows about you. Yeah. Let's just get it done. Everyone's going to be there. You can meet everyone. And I think I was more nervous for you because, you're meeting all my family. I was like, what if something goes wrong? I always think...
In a way, I was just kind of happy to just get it kind of all... Yeah, everyone at once. I met everyone. Sweet. It was good. Individually, it's harder because you have to talk. You have to sit down.
That's true. One-on-one time. Yeah, you did the right thing.
Yeah, I think so. Looking back, I definitely think so.
And I remember telling Abby, my dad doesn't speak much English. That entire night, Dad was fully speaking good English sentences with Abby.
You must have thought, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
I think he'd had a few.
Yeah. He was hiding.
He was so sweet from day one, yeah.
So I think your journey and your relationship probably has inspired a lot of other interracial relationships, people that may have been scared to introduce to the family or maybe thought they wouldn't be able to make it all the way. Have you guys ever been approached with people's stories?
A lot. It literally nothing touches my heart more than hearing those stories, or people are always messaging us asking for advice on, they went through similar things with their in-laws not approving. And yeah, we've heard so many beautiful, beautiful stories. And it just makes us so happy to think that we could have even made a difference in one person's life, never mind so many people. It's so beautiful.
Those are the messages that really touch our heart. Yeah. And especially when Mammijis come up to us and they say, we love your videos. Yeah. I think it's the best moment ever. Yeah. Then we're just everything is so worth it.
For sure. For sure.
Okay, guys. So on that note, it's time for our quick fire round.
Oh, okay.
So it's nothing too crazy at all. You guys will be fine. Okay, so you're hosting a dinner.
Yeah.
You're allowed to invite 5 people, dead or alive. Who are you inviting?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. 5 people? I think I've got 5 people in my family just straight away. Okay. Both moms?
No. Yep.
And the kids.
That's it.
That's 4. We need 1 more.
Yeah.
And Nicole.
And my sister. That's it. That's it.
Love that. All right. Home food or outdoor food?
Home food for sure.
For sure. We're missing home food.
Yeah, so badly.
Oh, Abby, British food or Punjabi food?
Punjabi food. I don't even have to think about that one.
Weirdest food combination that you guys enjoy?
Oh my God. Okay, I actually love French fries with ice cream. So okay, that's salty sweet.
Strawberry jam toasty with aioli.
That's disgusting.
It's disgusting. My mom got me onto it. And I love it. I know you would think, honestly, what is he doing? Strawberry jam with aioli, guys, try it.
Okay, that's another one to add to our list. Trying. Okay, what's the worst quality about yourself?
Oh my gosh. I think how antisocial I can be sometimes. It can work to a disadvantage for me.
Mm-hmm. And yourself?
I overthink.
Okay. Yes. Okay, what are your guys' guilty pleasure?
Chocolate. Has to be.
Do I have one?
Rasmalai.
Oh, yeah, okay. Any kind of sweets, like kheer, sweets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Parle-G biscuits.
Parle-G biscuits.
Parle-G biscuits. I can have that whole thing, snack.
Yeah. Those are so good. Okay. A favorite actress?
Actress? Probably, I love Sargun Mehta. She's great.
Yeah, nice.
I'll let Abby answer that for me as well.
Katrina Kaif. Yeah.
We all want Nicki Minaj. What is your go-to takeaway?
Butter chicken.
For me, it'll be, I just like pizza. Nice. Recently, I've been really liking pizza.
Yeah.
How are we changing?
A lot of pizza.
Okay. Favorite childhood movie?
I loved Matilda. That was so good.
Such a classic.
Badshah.
Okay. Yes.
Loved it.
Yes. Okay. Biggest ick?
No.
Oh, a bad smell, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't think I have. Do I have one?
Do you?
Do I get annoyed at anything? No, I don't think I actually have an egg.
Okay.
For Abby's egg, like, is there something that she would do?
No,
No?
I don't.
I would say
maybe,
not being clean for me is like a biggest turn off. Like if we're doing something and you've left your table uncleaned.
Yeah.
Like for example, we've eaten our food and you just left the whole table like that. I hate that. Like I'll pack everything up and just.
Yes, you're so clean.
Yeah.
Okay. What annoys you about the other person the most? Abby, you can go first.
Oh,
You can be honest.
how clean he is. If I make the bed, he'll remake the bed. If I vacuum, he re-vacuums. He's to that level of clean. Yeah.
Wow.
I have to do it, otherwise it doesn't feel
Otherwise,
like
it's not. I get that though. You know, like when prawn come and then I sleep on death all in there. I'm like, please don't, because I'm going. No,
I'm gonna
wash
redo it. Honestly, whenever guests come to our house, I have to clean the entire house after they're gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like halfway cleaning.
They're not even gone and you're cleaning them already. Yeah. Every time.
That's a bad thing.
Things like when he's ready for you to leave.
Pretty much. That's what it means.
For me, it would be how good she is at dancing. Because
What does that annoy you?
because I'm trying to dance with her.
Yeah.
And I look silly. I look stupid in all of the reels. That's why I'm never like.
That's why you're hardly in them. Oh, we
It's
can
annoying. How annoyed do I get? I'm just like, no, I
Oh,
can't
I feel
do
bad. I'm like, you're too clean.
Sorry that she's talented.
it. My mom should have put me in Bhangra classes.
Okay, who is your favourite Punjabi artist?
Oh, Diljit Dosanjh, for sure.
Diljit Dosanjh for me as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, who's your favourite new Punjabi artist?
Oh.
Ooh. Probably. He's not necessarily new, but Karan Aujla, I love his
Newest
music.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think recently I've been a fan of Emi Virk, even though he's not new into the industry. But he's really cool. His music's really good. His acting is so cool, especially in Kismet. Kismet, he was amazing. And his beard is so nice too. I love it.
Okay, what is your skincare routine?
She actually has one.
I recently have one.
She has one.
Because she recently acquired it.
Recently. It's not even much. Wash my face, moisturize, serum, that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And nothing, just wake up.
Sunburn.
Must be nice. Must be like perfect skin and he just doesn't do anything.
Okay, the one city you want to visit?
Greece. For me, Greece. I've always wanted to visit Greece.
Yeah, same really. But city-wise, we've always wanted to go to Rajasthan. Yeah, that would be beautiful.
Jaipur and Rajasthan, yeah, for sure. I just want to go to Greece. I hope you won't do.
Okay, the last one. Who is the most famous person in your contact list?
Abby. She's honestly a superstar, guys. I'm not even kidding.
I love that. You're going to make me blush. I think for us right now, it would be Nirmal Rishi.
That's a great one to have.
My life is made. If I stop right there, I'm happy.
Okay, so on to our next game, this or that. We're going to do it individually. So, Mani, you are going to have your time to shine.
Block my ears?
Okay, so samosa or pakore?
Pakore.
Pakore or butter chicken?
Pakore.
Pakore or matar paneer?
Pakore.
Pakore or rajma chawal?
Pakore.
Pakore or gol gappe?
Pakore.
Pakore or pizza?
Oh, that's a hard one. Pakore, actually. It's life.
Pakore or fish and chips?
Pakore.
Pakore or English breakfast?
Pakore. Sorry, I'm tasting them both in my mouth. I'm like,
Okay, before I ask the next one, have you guys had a mixed grill in the UK yet?
No, everyone keeps telling us to go, but we've never. No.
Okay. So, pakore or biryani?
Pakore. Can you tell I love pakore?
Yes. Pakore or dal chawal?
Pakore.
Pakore or chili paneer?
Pakore.
Pakore or momos?
Pakore.
Pakore or aloo parathe?
Oh, aloo
that's a
parathe.
hard one.
Aloo parathe, for sure.
Okay. Aloo parathe or pindi?
Aloo parathe.
Aloo parathe or pasta?
Aloo parathe.
Aloo parathe or beans on toast?
Aloo parathe.
Aloo parathe or kofte?
Aloo parathe.
Okay, I think I know what's coming next. Aloo parathe or karelle?
Aloo parathe for sure. Aloo parathe.
Okay, Iron Brew or Coca-Cola?
Oh, Iron Brew.
Iron Brew or coffee?
Oh, not coffee, actually, yeah.
Coffee or a frappuccino?
Frappuccino.
Frappuccino or a hot chocolate?
Frappuccino.
Frappuccino or cha?
Cha.
Cha or pink lemonade?
Cha.
Cha or tropical juice?
Cha.
Cha or kombucha?
Cha.
Cha or mango lassi?
Ooh, no, cha. Cha.
Cha? Okay.
Cha and aloo parathe. How predictable am I?
Okay, so on to desserts now.
Oh, okay.
Cream cake or shortbread?
Shortbread.
Shortbread or gulab jamun?
Oh my gosh, those are my two favorites. Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or an ice cream sundae?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or gajrilla?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or tiramisu?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or red velvet cake?
Gulab jamun. Can you tell where this is going?
Gulab jamun or a scone?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or cookie dough?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or barfi?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or creme brulee?
Gulab jamun.
On creme brulee as well?
Yes, I don't even like creme brulee.
Don't you?
No.
Okay, gulab jamun or a fruit salad?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or jalebi?
Ooh. No, still gulab jamun. But
We had a little bit of thought in that.
yeah, we had. There was something. I do like a jalebi.
Okay, gulab jamun or kheer?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or chocolate lava cake?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or macaroons?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or cheesecake?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or waffles?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or pistachio cake?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or rasmalai?
Gulab jamun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I like the malai,
Yeah.
but I don't like the rus in it. I don't know why. Like the texture for me is a no.
Okay. Gulab jamun or donuts?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or churros?
Gulab jamun. Oh, that's hard though, but gulab jamun.
Okay. Gulab jamun or pavlova?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun or dundee cake?
Gulab jamun.
Okay. Maybe should have put gulab jamun later on in the list. Gulab
literally all time
jamun or a deep fried Mars bar?
Gulab jamun.
Have you ever tried one though?
I have. It was
Yeah.
too much for me. It was too much. There's too much going on with that. Yeah.
Do people in Scotland actually really enjoy this though?
Some. Even in New Zealand, we have the equivalent. It's called a moro bar. We do deep fried moros.
Okay.
That's big.
Gulab jamun or baklava?
Gulab jamun.
Okay, so we're going to take one B for parathe cha and
Gulab jamun, that's it.
That sounds like a great time.
Yes.
I'd be down for that anytime.
Okay, Mani, on to you. Samosa or pakode?
Pakode.
Pakode or butter chicken?
Butter chicken.
Butter chicken or matar paneer?
Butter chicken.
Butter chicken or rajma chawal?
Oh, rajma chawal with dahi.
Yeah.
Has to have dahi.
Yeah.
For me.
Okay, so rajma chawal or gol gappe?
Rajma chawal.
Rajma chawal or pizza?
Rajma chawal.
Rajma chawal or fish and chips?
Rajma chawal.
Rajma chawal or English breakfast?
Rajma chawal.
Rajma chawal or biryani?
Biryani.
Biryani or dal chawal?
Biryani.
Biryani or chili paneer?
Biryani.
Biryani or aloo parathe?
Nah, biryani.
What?
Yeah. Mom's aloo paratha are nice, but biryani is so much nicer.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay, biryani or karelle?
No, biryani. No biryani.
That was a dumb question.
No.
Okay, Iron Brew or Coca-Cola?
Sorry, name Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola or coffee?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola or a frappuccino?
Frappuccino.
Frappuccino or hot chocolate?
Frappuccino.
Frappuccino or jar?
Frappuccino.
Really? Okay, frappuccino or pink lemonade?
That sounds nice for frappuccino.
Is that lovely but no?
Yeah.
Okay, frappuccino or tropical juice?
Frappuccino.
Frappuccino or a smoothie?
Frappuccino.
Frappuccino or mango lassi?
Mango lassi.
Okay, nice.
You got there at the end.
Yeah, I got there. Cream cake or shortbread?
Shortbread.
Shortbread or gulab jamun?
Shortbread's like the biscuit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, shortbread.
Yeah, with a nice cup of jar.
Yeah, oh, I love
Bang
it.
it. Yeah,
I love it.
little dip.
Shortbread.
Yep. Shortbread or gulab jamun?
Shortbread.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Going a
You
different
can ask
vibe
Abby.
here. Okay.
Biscuits are for me.
He
Like,
loves his cookies and biscuits. Yeah.
Okay, shortbread or an ice cream sundae?
no, shortbread.
Shortbread or gajrella?
Shortbread.
Really?
Yeah.
Shortbread or tiramisu?
Shortbread.
Shortbread or red velvet cake?
Nah, shortbread.
Really?
Shortbread.
Okay, shortbread or scones?
Shortbread.
Shortbread or cookie dough?
Oh, cookie dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, cookie dough. Like uncooked, like, you know, when you're
Yeah.
cooking cookies, oh, cookie dough.
Okay, cookie dough or Bellshill?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough or creme brulee?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough or fruit salad?
A cookie dough.
Cookie dough or jalebi?
Cookie dough.
Cookie dough or kheer?
Kheer.
Okay.
I was waiting for the key.
Abby, when is the movie coming out?
So hopefully it's going to be released either late this year or early next year. And it's called Kush Company. So
We are so excited. So definitely keep an eye out for that, guys. And for any of our audience that maybe don't follow you guys yet, where can they find you?
So we're on every platform pretty much at the Modern Singhs.
Amazing. Again, thank you so much for coming. It's been great. You're welcome. Guys, that is all for today, but you can catch me here next week at the same time. Until then, keep it locked to BritAsia TV.